Okay guys, welcome, and today's gonna be my first video on car talk, and we're gonna talk anything about cars, news, engineering wise stuff, anything. So we're gonna talk about endangered cars. I know this was probably on line like weeks ago, but I'm gonna still bring it up. It's about one of the cars is gonna be the Kia Stinger, because I saw one posted on Instagram. I think it was on Roadshow. They posted a picture. I think it was a green one, and it got me thinking. It's kind of sad seeing all these cars go away. Like, they should just keep them. And then it makes me think that I should do something about them. Like, I should support the company and buy the car. So then I go on to build. I want to see, what would it cost for me to build the Stinger of my choice? I spec'd it out. It was either between the dark blue or the dark green. And the blue did it more justice, so I chose the blue. And then I did the cream interior because red is all nice and stuff, but I think it's just too much. And a lot of people like red, and I want to choose something different. So I went with the beige interior. I spec'd it all out. It went around like 55,000. And I was like, keep in mind, I don't have a job. So I was thinking, it's okay price. It's not like $100,000 or something. So, but then it got me thinking. I looked at the interior. It kind of looked like it was missing something. Like, I want something. I'm more of a luxury type of person. I want a smooth ride, especially if I don't have a car. I want it to be luxurious. And you guys might think, oh, he looks like a Lexus ES person, and you are correct. I would want a Lexus ES, but fast. If that thing did 0 to 60 in like 2 something seconds, 3 seconds, that's for me. But then it got me thinking that the Kia isn't, it's luxurious, it's nice, but I was wondering if it's really that nice of a cruiser. Is it that smooth? I don't know. The room also. That's why people are running to SUVs. And a little bit of wagons, but in America, people don't buy wagons. My theory is, for one, I asked my friends why they don't like wagons. They're like, ew, it looks like a hearse. And I was like, oh, I kind of do see it, but I still don't care. So yeah. But yeah, it's sad because endangered cars to me are like endangered species in the wild. It's sad to see them go. Like, you want to do something about it. But what can you do? I don't have 50 something thousand to buy a Kia Stinger. And I can't just be buying all of these endangered cars. Unless y'all fund me. In my dreams, right? Okay, so what other cars are endangered? Okay, it's mostly sedans at this point. So I'd buy the Kia Stinger, the Lexus LS, because the sales are tanking. I think so. Because the S-Class is doing fine. The 7 Series, I do see them. A8, not really. I don't see them as much. The A8 is like the last. I don't know how they're surviving. But German cars, I feel like they have this special technique where all the cars have so much in similarities that's where they cut costs. Because the GLE has the same interior as a GLS. The only interior that Lexus shares in common that's dead on same thing is the IS and the RC. Other than that, every other interior is different. So that's why I'm thinking, with individuality, you lose the ability to cut costs. So yeah, I'd get the Kia Stinger, the LS. Oops. What else? I saw a Buick Regal wagon that looks cool. The Volvo V60 wagon, not the all-road, not cross country. I don't know, I don't like the cross country. All that plastic cladding doesn't do it for me. It makes it look cheap. Like, it does make it look more off-roady and tall, but then if you were to paint those body panels, ooh, because the V60, the regular ones, the wheel arches aren't that aggressive, but then if you were to buy the cross country but paint those, I think it'll look pretty good. And then maybe lower it a little bit because it might be a little too high. Or you could just keep it for ground clearance so you don't curb anything when you're pulling into like a parking lot. Oh, is there any other car? Let me see. Oh, they don't make the M5 wagon in America either. Yeah, they don't do that. Oh, then it sucks because the wagon version of the 3 Series doesn't exist either in America. I'm guessing all the viewers that watch this, you guys could be from anywhere. I don't know. You guys might get these variants where you live. Oh yeah, another weird thing with cars is we have a GX, right? And this is before I kind of did research on it. I thought everywhere in the world had the same packages, but I found out it's not. And it makes sense that way. What someone in Europe or Asia might not want the features that we want in America. But the weird thing is okay, so I watched this lady, Lexus of Edmonton. She does she just advertises the cars, just lists it on YouTube for the customers or clients to see what they have in the inventory, what's the car's like. And I saw this GX that had like a fridge, a refrigerator cooler. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want that. We want that in our car. And it turns out they don't have it here. Tell me why. If you go up a little bit north from America, you get a cooler, you get multi-terrain select, and you get a 4th camera. In America, you can only get 3 cameras. The driver's side doesn't have a side camera. What kind of optioning? Someone needs to fix that. Okay, they kind of fixed the camera thing because now the new GX comes with a 360 camera available. But with the fridge, they still don't have it. It's just the LX that has it. And the LS, it needs to have a fridge. It's a luxury sedan. It needs to have everything possible. I know it's gonna rob trunk space, but the S-Class does it. The 7 Series does it. A8 does it. So you should do it too, Lexus. Don't think I'm attacking you, Lexus, because I do. I'm a big fan of you guys. And Toyota. So don't kill me. Okay, next on the list is door panels. Say like you buy a car, right? And you buy, okay, I'm gonna use a GX reference again because that's what we have. So, you know how the door panels on the lower side, it tends to be hard plastic? And there's a pro and con to everything. For a luxury car, yes, you want it to be soft and squishy, but then as Lexus people, they keep their cars for a long time, and as cars get older, in my opinion, I feel like they become trashed. And in my definition of trash, meaning it's not cared as much. So say you buy a $100,000 LX. Are you gonna haul lumber and wood and all this junk in that car? No, because it's too nice. The interior's gonna get all messed up. But then as that thing ages like 10, 15 years, you're like, oh, it has all these scratches already. Might as well scratch it more. So then that's my thinking why Lexus does it. It's either like they know their customers want it that way, or they just want to cut costs. It could be either or. But then I also do see cars like the 3 Series. Like everything is soft. Even the inside pockets are lined with some type of carpeting or fill. But they kind of make sense because who's going to haul wood in a sedan? But then I think they should just do it. It's a luxury car. You're paying $50,000, $60,000 for that type of car. You expect it to have soft materials. But then some people might want the durability, like the Land Rover Defender. I think a lot of the panels are hard plastic, on the bottom at least. And then a thing to combat all of this is they should do what the Jeep people does. I know I saw something on Instagram where they have this accessory for the Jeep Wranglers. So the Wrangler, the door is already kind of plasticky already. Not like, I'm not trying to get at you guys like plasticky, it sucks. I'm saying that way so it's durable. But if you have like a dog, you bring a dog with you. I know my throat is kind of dry, I don't have water. You bring a dog with you and it scratches all the door panels and it ruins your day. But some company, they make this panel where it clips on, like it just hangs on. It's like a literal mold of that door panel. You put it on and it's just hard plastic. It's like in a cop car, how everything is like hard and industrial and it's bare bones, it's nothing. So with that, you could carry anything. You could beat it up all day and not even give a care or have it like put any care into it. So that could be a thing Lexus or other car companies could think about. Because I went to my uncle's 2014-15 GL. On the bottom, it was hard. And I was so surprised. I was like, this car is so much. And it has plastic there. But it kind of makes sense because that's a family car. And people, I see some people, they kick the door open. Like, they buy that expensive car, they don't care. Some people don't even care. To be that person, I don't even know how they even reach that point. But then like the G-Wagon, even the back lining on the door, it's like quilted leather and carpet, and it's all nice. But it kind of makes sense because it's so expensive, again, but the GL is also expensive. But the G-Wagon is more of a lavish luxury car that's just gonna be cruising on the road and not be doing all this stuff. I didn't want to use the same thing where it's a mall crawler or whatever. People use that phrase a lot, I think. I wanted to just say the basic, yeah, just cruising on the road through the city. Okay, this light's kind of killing me right here. I'm just staring into it. Okay, the next thing is cars that I want to experience. All my life, I've only been surrounded by mostly Japanese cars, mostly Toyota. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just sometimes I kind of want to experience something else. But then again, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You go into the other car and you're expecting all of this and that, but then you're like, oh, it's not, one, it's not that big of a difference. Two, it's not even that better. Or three, it's like the same. Because I went to the Chrysler Pacifica a couple years back on a road trip. I was expecting it to be way better than the Sienna with features and all that and how the features work. But I think Toyota's not doing bad. Chrysler isn't either. I just thought Chrysler is gonna blow me away. It could be different because I know the new Rams, they're really good with the new touchscreen and how the interior is all luxurious and the air suspension and all that. But let me tell you a feature, like an example. Like you wouldn't think about it, like an everyday feature. Like the parking brake, right? Toyota, they have this feature called the auto park brake, so every single time you put it in park. Sorry, I'm kind of getting tired, but I have like two other things to talk about. Oh wait, one other thing to talk about. Like kind of two. So I'm gonna just be a little tired. So the auto park brake, whenever you put the thing in park, the parking brake engages, and then if you put it in reverse or take it out of disengage park, it automatically retracts. But then, other car companies, they don't have that. You have to put it manually. I know it's not that, it's pretty effortless to pull a button, but over time, when you just shift it in park and it just does it by itself, it's such a convenience. Like when you experience it, you'll understand. But then when I went to the Chrysler, for one, it didn't have that feature. It's an electronic parking brake, but it didn't have the auto engaging feature. So you would have to engage it manual all the time. I think I need to turn off this light. It's making my eyes hurt. Oh, man. Okay, so, and then another thing, besides it being having to push the button, sometimes you take it out of like reverse or something, or like out of gear, out of park, it's supposed to disengage, but sometimes it doesn't. And then I'm like, is it because I'm twisting it into reverse or drive or any other gear too fast? And it's no, it has like a mind of its own. Like there's times where I twist it super fast and it doesn't disengage. Like it's still all, the parking brake's still on. I'm like, oh dang, maybe I rotated it too fast. And then there's times where I was like, okay, let me not do it faster this time. Let me just do it slow. I'm like, slow. It still doesn't disengage. And then sometimes I do it slow, it disengages, or sometimes I do it real fast and I'm like, how do I know? Okay, what speed I should rotate this knob for it to disengage all the time, or does it have like a mind of its own? It's just weird. And then sometimes you're like, it doesn't disengage, right? And you're like, okay, let me go press the button. You press it, and it doesn't disengage, and then you have to press it again. Ow. And then it disengages. Like it's just weird. But then in the Toyota, it works well. It's just boom, park, reverse, neutral drive, disengage. Easy. Don't even have to think about it. It's just done. But I'm not saying Toyota's like the perfect brand, because there's no such thing as the perfect brand. Lexus, Toyota, they're known for the reliability, but they're far from perfect as well. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is kind of an abstract word. My perfect is different from yours. But let me think of something that's bad about Toyota. Oh, the manufacturing of the components, for example. I was watching this comparison between Honda and Toyota, the Odyssey and the Sienna, of the fit and finish. And I was kind of butthurt because the Honda people were saying the fit and finish of the Sienna was not good. And it hurt me because I'm a Toyota person and I don't want... Like, it hurts being attacked. Like anything, if you're loyal to something and someone attacks you, you just feel hurt inside. So I felt hurt because in the vent, you know, the foot vent, say the passenger in the front driver's seat, right? Underneath their vents that blow air towards the rear passenger, the second row. But then in the Sienna, you look at it, it's just cut lines. It's just rough cuts. And it's just like someone's just sawed that piece of plastic. But then in the Honda, it's like a nice covering that looks like it was made in CAD. The engineering software, it was just designed and it fits so well into that space. And you're like, dang, Honda thought about this? And Toyota didn't? But then I'm like, does that make Toyota a bad company? Just because they didn't cover something? Yes and no. Yes, because that means they don't pay attention to detail. But two, it's just, honestly, there's no need for it because that's just them spending more money on something that they don't need to spend money on. And they could use that to do more research and development and putting money into something else besides a cover. So that's what I was thinking. But then Honda to me is like, you kind of give up slight reliability for innovation and higher quality in terms of perception. Because the cover is a perception. It just covers it. It makes you think it's better, but it's honestly, it's the same thing as if it wasn't covered. Perception as in like the door closing. It sounds more solid, but just because it sounds more solid doesn't mean it's gonna last as long. But the thing is, the perception of quality, it makes you think the whole car is also quality. So that's why I'm thinking Toyota, they need to up their game in also the perception of quality, because their cars are already quality, as in durability. But then in the perception wise, whenever you close a door on the Toyota or you click like a button, or like for the example of the door, when you close it, a lot of the Toyotas I've been in, it's hollow. You close it, it sounds so hollow and rattly inside. But then you close it, Honda, boom, it's like it's soft. The mechanism is soft. Because in the Mercedes, it has in Mercedes and in FCA or Stellantis, their mechanism is more mechanical sounding. Like you can hear the latches, but then on the Honda, it's like a softer latch. So, but then it's soft latch, but then as the door closes, it's solid. Like you can hear all the seals closing, and the panels, it doesn't shake. So the perception of quality is already high. And you're like, oh, Honda is already a good quality car, so it's high. And as I said, the perception of quality doesn't always mean the car is quality, because in BMW, a lot of the components, like the door closing is one of the best in the business. You close it, it sounds so good. It makes you just want to close the doors all day, or like press the buttons or do something. It's just their haptics sound good. Also with Ford, not Ford meaning like their hardware, but mostly their software. Cause I like the binging sounds of the Ford, and then BMW as well. They know how to do haptics or like software sounds. Okay, next. Oh, I didn't even tell you about cars I want to experience. Okay, the cars I want to experience is oh yeah, I haven't been in a recent Mercedes or driven in one, or ridden or driven a new Mercedes. I want to do that. I want to be able to experience new Hondas. Nissans, I've experienced them before because rental cars. It's bad because it depreciates it, but that's how I experience it. Infinity. I don't want to do Infinity. Genesis, I really want to go into a Genesis. I'm jealous of Genesis right now. They're low-key beating you know whose butt. I'm not gonna say because they're not gonna like me. But as I said again, I like them. I like the brand. I just don't want to call you out. Or maybe I should in another video. So yeah, I want to experience Genesis. Oh, Hyundai. I've never driven one or ridden. I've ridden in an older one, but that doesn't count. But the new Hyundais, they have a lot of features, and the perceived quality, it's really high. You just feel all those buttons. Close the door. You're like, ooh, this feels so nice and right. Oh, I want to experience new Audi and Volkswagen. I've never ridden or driven in a Volkswagen product before. It would be nice too. Next and final point is teach other people about cars, meaning us community, this community right here. So what I have questions about, you guys could teach me, or maybe I could say something that intrigues you guys, and then you guys could do further research, or you guys might learn something because I might have something up my sleeve. Like basically, I was researching LED lights. We'll talk about LED lights later because my throat is so dry and I need to take a break. And this video is gonna be super long and boring. And who the heck wants to watch a 20+ minute video? So I'm gonna just call it a day. This is all I got. I was just bored, wanted to make a video. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys reached the end, I don't know how. That means you must have liked it. Good for you. And other than that, you guys have a very blessed day. Stay safe. Treat yourself, because treat yourself. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.